Hey, what's going on guys? It is Lasty here and welcome to episode number 8 of Romario's Return to Rio. I just got to say thank you as always for the previous support. You guys absolutely love this series and I'm so grateful for it because it's a really fun thing to do and we're really enjoying it. So, if this one can get anywhere near 2,000 likes, that would be epic. Smash a like for me guys, would you? And if you guys are looking to buy any coins, then check out the fifashop.co.uk and use that code LA5TY to get yourselves a nice 5% discount. All the links are down below in the description, guys. So what I'm showing you here is just a few of the players that I sold on, and they didn't really go for much to be honest. But we go into our first match, and we actually come up against a very solid Brasilva team, which it features pretty much so many of the players that we actually tried to get for our Brasilva team. So we go into this one thinking, oh god, he could be a bit of a skiller, and it feels a bit laggy to start the game off, and you know, I do my normal, try and get the ball over the top. He gets possession, pauses it and quits. I'm just like, huh? So I didn't really know what to do. But I decided that because it's hardly any time in the game or anything, I wasn't going to pay myself for that one. We'll just take the 145 coins that it gives me and we will go straight out into another one. Unfortunately, it did use up a contract, so we had to stick a new one on Antonio Ferreira. But the fact that we open up packs means that we've got plenty of contracts to give round to the team, which is really good. So we go straight off into another match and we come up against the Muppets, who have this guy's got a, I don't know, a fairly strong Liga side. James Rodriguez, Bafatimbi Gomes, some strong players, but a fairly non-rare team and stuff like that. I was a bit worried because I think people who use this sort of squad really do Ultimate Team the proper way, you know, no coin bonuses, no FIFA points, no nothing. They just sort of build their squads and stuff. But early on, we get a few chances and we're testing the goalkeeper and stuff. And, you know, as you can see here, the ball's just pinging back and forth. We keep trying that goalkeeper, but he does keep saving it. This Ruffier guy is quite a good goalie. And I was struggling. But Elton, a lovely ball through from Lucas Piazon, and Elton, after a bit of a deflection and a save, manages to head it in. And I was a bit surprised to actually say that I've scored a header with Elton because he is so small. But what a save that is from our keeper. I mean, a great overhead kick there from the guy. And eventually we do get clear and stuff like that. And going into half-time, looks like we've had the slightly better half. Better possession and stats and all round really, but quite early in the second half I make a bit of a defensive error and he does manage to slot it past the keeper and do that Gangnam style celebration to make it 1-1. But pretty much straight away we go with some 1-2 play, and Lucas Piazon there with a lovely little finesse shot past the goalkeeper to put us straight back into the lead at 2-1. But again, it was a really quick sort of 5 or 10 minutes. And he manages to get another goal, so we're back at 2-2 after 56 minutes played. So I'm like, I'm not having this. So Kanu just whips a ball right over the top. Romario gets there and just dinks the goalkeeper. So within about 10 FIFA minutes, there's been sort of 3 goals scored or whatever. So or 4 goals, I don't even know. It's too many in a short amount of time. And after a while, I was 3-2 up. This guy decides to quit as well, and I'm just like, okay, people are just not staying in the games today, are they? So the fact that we were winning the game, and it's been, you know, it was way into the second half, I decided, yeah, we're going to pay myself for that one because you know, I was pretty confident that that game was mine. So, you know, we end up getting however many coins it is for the goals that we scored. But Romario didn't get any assists right there. So, we also get, obviously, the game win bonus and the 2 gold packs as well. So, I would like to ask you guys a question. When this series wraps up, I don't know, it's quite far away. But when it wraps up, which legend would you like me to see do this with next? Let me know down below in the comment section, because I want to carry on with these sort of Road to Glories. I'm really enjoying them. As we pick up a Barzagli there, that's not a bad little pull, but I don't think he really sells for much. But yeah, I don't know if I could afford Ruud Gullit, but would you guys be interested in something like a Dennis Bergkamp, maybe? We could do that, perhaps. So let me know down below in the comments section. That would be great of you guys. But the second pack, we don't really pick up anyone at all. We haven't been very lucky with the few packs that we've opened on this little series so far, because we only get to open 2 at a time and stuff like that. But this one, we were lucky enough to get ourselves a free pack within it. So I thought, you know what? It's part of the pack that we just opened, so we'll go ahead and open it and see if we can get absolutely anything at all. And as we open it, we can pretty much see that our luck doesn't really change, and we pretty much, well, I don't think we get anyone good at all, really. Yeah, we just sort of get non-rare players. So we send them all off to the trade pile. They'll be perfect for me to stick players up for when I pay myself for victories and stuff like that. So I like to just keep them rather than sell them on. But I decided to put Marias in for a game because I moved him out onto the bench as soon as he played one game, and then we won that 25-0 or whatever, and I just bought Elton from it. So I thought, you know what, I want to actually play with Marias. So we come up against this guy, and I think we are still going to come up against a few Christmas noobs until the start of January, perhaps, until they've all got their teams sorted. But we're not going to really complain at all. And 9 minutes in, Jobson goes and scores an absolute worldie. A really, really solid finish. A great little goal to be scored. But that was pretty much all that happened in the first half. That was really any note anyway. I was pretty much bossing the play. More possession, more shots, and way better pass accuracy. But into the second half then, the guy manages to get very, very clear through and has a couple of chances, but the keeper saves it and stuff. So we get quite lucky there, and then a ball over the top. His defender sort of messes it up. Romario just composes himself and sticks it into the back of the net. So that's another 4,000 coins for us. And just before we start to take over the game, this guy does get another effort through, but he doesn't really do anything with it. Now Romario there tries to dink the keeper, he saves it. We try and get the ball back, and then Ilsinho with the finesse shot, still saved by the keeper. And then a while later, we do end up getting ourselves a goal from a corner. So that's 4,000 coins, 2 for the assist and 2 for the goal itself. But then pretty much straight after, Romario just gets straight back through and wiggles his way round and slots it into the back of the net. So that's another 4,000 coins. And we're starting to rack it up now with Romario with the run and spin there, and a great goal into the back of the net. Nets him that hat-trick, and you know that we get that 15,000 coins instead of what would be 12,000 for 3 goals. We give ourselves a little bonus for that. And we do win that game 5-0, so that is a pretty good payout. Romario scoring a hat-trick. We got 2 more goals as well, which was very, very good. I can't remember if he actually does get any assists. We'll have to check it out right now. Yeah, he gets 1 assist, so that's another 2,000 coins there, which is great. So that's the 2 games that we played in this little episode right here. We've done quite well. Well, it's sort of 3 games really, because that guy quitting right at the start. But we do go ahead and pay ourselves 26,000 coins for the win, the bonuses, the assists, and the hat-trick and stuff like that. So it worked out very, very nicely. We're up to a good coin total right now, 82k. And then, of course, we do go out and open our 2 packs. We get Raul Garcia, so nobody yet again. That is very good. But I do keep, obviously, the contracts, and there's a squad fitness in there as well, which is very, very well appreciated. I do like them. They're very helpful because I have to use Romario every single game, and I like to keep the squad above 90 fitness as well. Open up that second pack, and we do get ourselves Pablo Hernandez, who I don't know, really doesn't sell for anything either. So we just sort of stick him in the transfer list just as well. And again, as I always say, we'll keep them consumables there. So to finish off the Brasilva team then, what we need to do is go out and buy a right midfielder. And I decide that I really, really want to use Kelvin. So I go out into the market. He's about 70,000 coins. Or this was the cheapest one on the market. Hadn't even been up for a minute, so I thought I'd pounce on that one and get him for 70,000 coins. So goodbye Danilo Diaz. You've been a very good little player for us. But it is time for Kelvin to step into your place in the team. And we have our finalised Brasilvas, guys. Which is looking really, really good. We've got a couple of extra players that we wouldn't otherwise have just because we did that huge 25-0 win. But Elton and Piazon, I'll probably sell Piazon on in a little while, but I'll try and keep this Brasilva team as well as going for them golds as well. But this is pretty much the end of the episode, guys. If you have enjoyed, drop a like down below, and you will have seen there that Romario's got so many goals within the games that we've played. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.